Hello, everybody, and welcome to CBR MTG. I'm Nick Fennell. Here today is Brandon Owen.
Hello.
And Sasha Sioparis.
Hello.
And today, on camera, we have myself on Bomberman.
Exciting.
Which is a fun deck. And James Caesar on Grixis Delver.
That's a spicy salad.
Yes, and Bomberman, I've seen a few lists. This one is actually Caleb Durwood's Black-White list.
I was gonna say, did Caleb make the first iteration of this deck?
I think there's been a few actually before Caleb did his. He did one in the Legacy Premier League where he did the blue-white one with Git Probes and I think Trinket Mages. Yeah, but obviously Git Probe not a bit of a nombo when you have 4 chalices in the deck.
Yeah.
So this one replaces the Trinket Mages and Git Probes with 4 Dark Confidants, which are pretty sick. And 2 Infernal Tutors, which I really like.
Yeah, I think they're pretty sick.
So I think a lot of people know what Grixis Delver runs. Probably not many people know what Bomberman runs. What's the Bomberman combo?
So the Bomberman combo, you play a 4-mana dude called Auriok Salvages. It has an ability, you pay a 1 and a white, and return target artifact in your graveyard to your hand. That combos well with Lion's Eye Diamond, which gets you 3 mana of any color, discard your hand. So you crack it for 3 white, goes to your graveyard, you pay 2 white to get it back, you net 1 mana. So then you have infinite mana of white, and then you have infinite of every color. And then hopefully you would have a Walking Ballista in your graveyard, play it for infinite, go off, and just win. Shoot them in the face. It's great. You bomb them in the face.
So here you played a Walking Ballista.
Walking Ballista, very good answer to a
Delver.
Unflipped Delver Secrets. Yeah.
To ping a Delver before it flips. It's actually pretty good removal found for these Delver decks. Just turn 1 when you can't get a turn 1 chalice.
You get up to X's3. You can sort of start sweeping Pyromancer tokens and stuff. Which James could definitely have going on.
Yeah, and the Bomberman deck also plays 8 Baubles. So 4 Mishra's Baubles, 4 Urza's Baubles. This is Urza's Bauble. It's a 0 mana artifact. You tap it and sacrifice it. You look at a random card in your opponent's hand, and then you draw a card in the next upkeep. It's worth noting you look at the card, you don't reveal the card, and they don't get to know what you saw. So you do get slight information.
Wait, from their hand?
Yeah. So they shuffle their hand, you look at a card, and then they shuffle it again, and then they can pick up their hand.
Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't realise that was the text of it.
That was the ruling we got from a judge. I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Night there was a judge. It's does he reveal or is it just look?
Yeah, it's confusing.
Yeah, to say the least.
And
Mishra's Bauble, yeah.
Yeah, Mishra's Bauble is the same. 0 mana, sacrifice, look at the top card of target player's library, and then draw a card in the beginning of the next turn's upkeep.
So basically, you get to see what they're going to draw that turn. You crack it in their upkeep.
Yeah, it's very good if you can get a Mentor out and a Auriok Salvages. You can just sort of keep buying them back and making tokens with Mentor and drawing cards off them. So pretty sweet little interaction there.
If only I had Surgicals, then I could do it in response to the Delver trigger. Look at the top of the library and then make them shuffle their library. Whoa, get them. Such combos.
So necessary.
Yeah.
This is a Gitaxian Probe, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It took me a second on the night to know.
Oh, this hand looks real good.
This hand is very good at the moment.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I just need to play the Auriok Salvages and the LED, and
which
I'm good.
happens next turn, yeah.
Yep.
So this can win next turn, assuming James doesn't have any interaction.
James looks like he has a Deathray Shaman. Then I missed the rest of it.
Some lands, not a lot going on. A couple of wastelands. I guess he gets to wasteland you off this line.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go. But then even then, I have black mana and I have an Infernal Tutor. I'd be hoping for a Cavern of Souls just so I can get the uncounterable Auriok Salvages, because it is a human. All creatures in this deck are humans except for the Ballistas.
Yeah.
So looking at the random card, I'll show it to the camera. It's a Volcarn.
Useful.
Yeah.
But James will never know.
Yeah, he'll never know. It is also worth noting that if you crack multiple ones, you do them one at a time. So you could see the same one twice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, knowing he has a third land is actually pretty relevant considering he just brainstormed and didn't have a fetch land to follow it up with.
Yeah.
So it's pretty likely he'll just sandbag the third land because Grixis Delver doesn't really need to operate off much mana, especially with the Death Ray Shaman in play.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving you that extra bit of information when maybe he's getting a little lower on cards.
And yeah, just laying down a Chalice on one and a Mishra's Bauble, cracking it in his upkeep. Such card information.
Yeah, it's super good. If he has any discard spells like Cabal Therapy, you play around those.
I think it was a Daze.
Sure. No, I just mean with cracking it in his upkeep instead.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I only want him to crack them in his turn, really.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going off, because you can keep getting them back with Auric Salvagers when you have infinite mana.
Yeah.
And
if you don't have the
I'll crack it 30 times and then draw 30 cards in their upkeep.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you need to pass the turn with that line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do.
But still, basically, then you just win. Well, most of the time you just win. And I'm just playing the Lion's Eye just because I didn't know if he had hand disruption in his deck. I thought it's probably better to get it out.
I mean, yeah, if you forget the trigger on the Chalice.
Yeah.
Which can be done.
Yeah, can be done. And it's like he's more likely to have hand disruption and maybe you forgetting that Chalice trigger than he is to have, main board artifact destruction.
You kind of need like a soul land here that'll get you there.
Yeah. Me trying to sacrifice the city before playing.
This does the same thing, playing around that Daze.
Yeah.
Nice. Also, any other possible counter magic you might have.
Yeah.
Through Grixis fetch.
Yep. So he's getting, I think he gets a trop here. Yeah. So this gives him the line of eating my Walking Ballista before I have a chance to get it back.
Right.
Yeah.
So at the moment I have no mana except for the Lion's Eye.
Yeah, fortunately you've got all the baubles in the graveyard, so...
Yeah. So even if he does eat it, it
delays it for a turn, yeah.
But he's trying to daze something.
Why did he
Yeah, it's uncounterable.
Forgetting that you had the cabin there.
But it's also a line here where I have the 3 mana, so now if he tries to eat my Ballista, I still have the 3 mana. I can just eat it in response.
Well, if he did it while presumably he's doing this while the Auric Salvage is on the stack, right?
Yeah.
Oh, clearly not now.
Well, he's not doing it now. So he's giving me priority.
Missed the line, maybe.
So now I have infinite mana, and I target the Walking Ballista, and I try and cast it, but I think he's going to respond to me getting that.
Yeah. Okay, great. So he does see the line here.
Except I have infinite mana, so I sort of forget for a second.
You can just...
They can just target again. Yeah, so I go, oh, what can I do now? I guess I can draw a bunch of cards. And then I go, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Just target it again. I have infinite mana.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he could have done that. He should have done that immediately before he had any mana to buy it back.
So yeah, there was a line where he could have just eaten the Ballista before I started getting infinite mana.
Yeah, exactly. But he may not have known that that's what your line was. It's like go infinite, get Ballista back, make a giant Ballista.
Yeah. It's not a deck you see often or ever.
No.
So
yeah, he also could have made you make like a pretty interesting decision after the first activation of Auric Salvages when you had enough mana to either buy back Lion's Eye Diamond or buy back Ballista. Could have eaten it then and then made you choose.
Yeah,
so you could have either gone infinite with the mana or had Ballista to go infinite next turn, which maybe would have given him more outs. I'm not sure what it would have given him, but the ability to... no, there's not much.
It's just me deciding whether to bring in Disenchants. Probably in retrospect I should have brought them in for this game, but I don't think I do for game 2. I think I bring in Swords and Cast Out.
Yeah, that seems okay.
Swords is a bit of a non-bo with Chalice, but it's good to get rid of flyers because I don't really have much.
A Chalice is going to benefit you a lot more than it's going to hinder you with like playing Swords as well. Yeah, exactly. Like I either have a Chalice or Swords, either one I want in my opening hand, really.
So what was the rest of your sideboard?
So it's my sideboard is 1 Cast Out, which is pretty good around Chalice. Also Cycles, which is relevant. Nice. 2 Containment Priests, 2 Disenchant, 3 Aethersworn Canonists, 3 Swords to Plowshares, and 4 Tormod Script.
Sure.
So I was thinking after this weekly Legacy event, I think it would be good to have a engineered explosives in the board, just because it hits a lot of things.
Yeah.
I can cast it for a lot.
Yeah, use like
Mox Opal I have in the deck, so I can cast it for other colors.
Yeah, you can also like always get around your own chalice even if you want to play it for one.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can just pay more mana, but not pay different
Exactly.
colors.
Yeah,
exactly. So good.
So
that's really sweet.
James's sideboard is a single Flusterstorm, 3 Surgical Extraction, 1 Extirpate, 1 Pithing Needle, a Sulfur Elemental, a Winter Orb, a Submerge, a Vendilion Click, an Ancient Grudge, and 2 Pyroblasts. Yes, that is 13 cards. James decided to not play with a full sideboard tonight. For, whatever reason.
Powerful play.
Yeah. Just for dominance. He doesn't need
exactly.
15.
He's just trying to edge everyone out of the
Too
game.
confident.
So I think I saw him bring in a number of Surgicals, at least a Pithing Needle, and I'd say he'd bring in the Ancient Grudge as well.
I think he also brought in an Extirpate. I think.
Yeah, possibly the Extirpate as well. I think we had some notes saying that he brought in an Extirpate, but not 100% sure on that. But
No.
I think Surgical is correct. Pithing Needle is probably correct as well.
Well,
They're definitely correct.
Pithing Needle, Surgical. They are all 1 mana spells, except for
Yeah.
Ancient Grudge.
So Extirpate also actually gives him that line that of eating any card from your graveyard, so he can eat the LED without you have, even if you have mana open, because it has split second.
Exactly.
You can't respond to it.
It's very good.
So it takes away that line from you. Here you have a chalice and a. It looks like you have a chalice and a swords.
Yeah, but I don't
awkward.
think I have a Soul Land.
I thought I saw a soul land, but like not many other coloured sources.
But again, I'm on the play, which is bad when you have a Soul Land and a chalice.
Yeah.
You're on the draw.
Yeah. On the draw. Sorry. Yeah, I'm playing second on the play.
Yeah, I think you do have a Soul Land
Yes.
and a LED and a sword.
Swords, LED, salvages, soul land.
And I think I have a Mox Opal as my only white source for that swords in my hand.
Right. So you need the chalice to resolve.
Yeah.
So you have enough artifacts to turn it on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this hand was not amazing, but it had a chalice and it had a swords, so
And it
I
has
thought
the
it's
combo,
worthy
right?
to keep. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Does it?
Combo seems
Is
good.
it LED
there's
and Aurochs
LED
salvages?
and salvages,
Yeah.
yeah.
So James plays
Pithing
a
Needle.
Pithing Needle.
Pithing Needle, naming Aurochs salvages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all.
It's
I mean-
it's the card he saw, and it's the card that you would name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to name like any of the balls.
No, I've seen a lot of players make the mistake of naming Lions at Diamond
LED.
because you like discard your hand. They get
Soul Land, you
confused.
got it.
Nice. They get confused and don't realize it's a mana ability.
Yeah. I've definitely thought about doing that, and then I've remembered that that doesn't work. So instead I play Phyrexian Revoker.
Here's me contemplating whether to run out the chalice, or I think just hold up this swords. So I think I don't know what would be better. I think it's probably just better to run out the chalice.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
While he doesn't have the threat on board.
Yeah. I think my logic was, well, he's already got a Pithing Needle out, so
He's
I don't
played
know.
the one drop.
Yeah, but I mean,
His
he
deck
also,
is all one
but it
drops,
also
yeah.
it turns him off from cantripping and
Yeah, that's
and,
true.
and like feeding through his deck.
Yeah.
It looks like he's sitting on an ancient grudge, which is fortunate for him.
Mm.
He
Yeah.
does actually have a daze, but you can play around daze, which is
Definitely
Yeah.
play
So
around
I
this.
decide not to play the chalice, which is probably incorrect.
okay.
But I'm also in the bad position of my third artifact is a Mishra's Bauble.
Yeah, so you can't really.
So now I've gotten rid of my swords, I'm fine with running chalice now.
Yeah, sure.
I
fair
guess
enough.
you feel
I just
better.
like being
I mean,
card efficient, Brandon.
you
Card
feel-
efficiency.
You feel better
I guess it worked
about-
really well.
And I can't crack the bauble, really, because I want...
You're banking
I need
on the
the
chalice
mana.
result.
Yeah.
Okay, this is pretty great though, because now next turn you can uncounterably play it and draw as many cards from your deck as you want
Yep.
with the bauble. With chalice protection, regardless of what happens.
If it resolves, I think he might have...
Definitely looks like he has an answer.
The other part was I didn't want to crack the bauble because I wanted to play around days, but I guess I probably should have just played another land. I probably got a bit greedy here. But it paid off.
So we let the challenge resolve.
Yeah, so the chalice is resolved.
Yeah.
Wait, couldn't you have just played Aurochs Salvages uncounterably this turn? You could just put the
1, 2,
cabin
3,
in the play?
4. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if that line a little tighter.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Pithing Needle. It's Pithing Needle.
Oh, of
so
course, yeah. Sorry,
it's a
never
2/4
mind.
beater.
Oh, yeah.
You need to.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
you
is
don't
fine.
have any removal for that, do you?
Nope, because I
Okay.
didn't bring the
Right.
disenchants.
So here we're looking for mentor.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're on the
Is it
mentor
Death
plan at
Match
the
on it?
moment.
Yeah. Thanks, James.
Good guy, James.
Everyone gets to look, except James.
Yeah, so now I guess you're just on the beat down and get a mentor and just play some 0 mana artifacts.
Yep, definitely. But even then, Auroch Salvages is a 2/4, so I'm fine with it.
mentor?
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's a mentor.
Nice.
That's a good top deck, Nick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's it signed by?
I assume the guy who drew the art.
Would it be the artist by any chance?
No, I think it's the guy who drew the art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, what are your monk tokens?
I'm trying to decide between the monk tokens.
Which monk token do you have?
There's so many monk tokens.
How many did you get? Did you print
I
out?
got 7 in the end.
Nice.
I wanted to have an option.
So what do we think? What's
The Tony
James? What's
Shalhoub
James looking
monks.
for here?
Very good.
Like,
So
James needs to get on a beatdown plan.
yeah, the fact that he's dealt with the chalice is nice. You can just find
Yeah.
a bolt right now because
I
you
think
don't
he
have
has
any...
one in hand.
Yeah, okay, that's sweet. You don't. Maybe he's worried that you might be able to do something at instant speed, but
No, not with an empty hand. Oh no, I got
you want
cards,
one
yeah.
card, but like
One card.
it's still very
Yeah.
very
Definitely not a
unlikely.
Alright,
count
so he
spell.
plays
Yeah,
out a bolt.
that's true. That's fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this deck light on instants. The only instant it has really is swords.
Post board, yeah.
But what am I gonna do? Target my monk token? I guess that's relevant.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you could, but it's
I gain
probably,
2 life.
better off leaving it for
Yeah.
for any of his creatures.
What do you name on the second
Human for both.
oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah,
I
Wasteland.
can name construct.
Yeah, that's
but
what I thought.
I was
Ballista.
playing around Wasteland.
Sure. Fair enough. Yeah, okay. Slow beats.
Normally, you don't really need to name construct because if it goes to the graveyard, cool. I'll just get it back with Auroch Salvages. But,
But in this
at this
game
point,
in particular,
it's pretty bad.
It's pretty interesting. It also makes him have to decide like what he thinks is more important, taking you off being able to cast humans. Maybe it's just from your side of the table more important just to be able to uncounterably cast mentors.
There are also
Seems
more
reasonable.
humans in the deck than constructs.
Yeah, Bob's inside.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah,
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 there you
Bob.
go.
This is a great draw.
Yeah. And I get to swing for 2.
It's actually quite a strong beat stick.
It is.
with that 4 toughness.
Can't be abrupt decayed, can't be bolted.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very decent body.
It's pretty resilient to a lot of the removal that we have in Legacy. So it's like, I mean, it's not unsurprising to see it played in this sort of deck, but it's also a little surprising to see it be played. Yeah, you know, it's like
Yeah.
Well, when it's named with Pithing Needle,
yeah, it's
you can only do what you can.
Yeah, exactly.
but it's not bad at all.
No,
I mean
it's
that and a
pretty
bob.
And a token.
Oh,
He's just sitting there.
and the token.
Yep.
So
Unfortunately, none of them have flying.
3 in the air, yeah. So I mean, James would be pretty happy to continue to beat down. I think with
Yeah.
the insect.
And especially with 2 ancient tombs, it's pretty bad.
Getting those good 0 drops.
Yeah.
You draw another one as well. That's really good with that monk token.
Yep.
Turns it into a bolt this turn, effectively.
Plus,
very
then
good.
if I crack them both in James's turn, I'm drawing 4 cards essentially.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
2 and the bob trigger and
Yep.
the draw.
Draw for turn, yeah.
So good.
Yeah, he doesn't have an insignificant clock though, with the 5 damage a turn between Delver and Deathray Shaman.
Yeah.
It is a 2-turn clock, and if he draws anything to speed that up,
So I
I mean, it's a bolt, I guess.
Yeah. A bolt would be perfect, I think.
Yeah.
probably got a bit greedy here, thinking, oh, if I lose my bob, then I don't get the extra draw. But I'm drawing 3 cards next turn anyway.
And taking out the Deathray Shaman.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
probably should have just swung with it.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Okay, so he jump blocking here is interesting. I guess it doesn't actually. No, it does speed up the clock by a turn. So maybe he's got a bolt in hand or something.
And my 2 ancient tombs are pretty not great at the moment.
Yeah,
No,
not
1/9 life.
Nothing you really want to
Yeah, I noticed playing this week as well. I end up really low on life a lot of the time, which against these Delver decks that have a fair amount of burn, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, super relevant.
Ugh.
here's the
Zombie fish.
Here's a gangler.
He beats. I also saw a young Pyromancer in his hand, which he clearly won't be casting.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty unconfident at this point.
I think that's a reasonable thing to be feeling right now.
There are some outs, like a Ballista. If I can get a Ballista down,
mean, you
I
can
can
lay
kill the
it-
Delver
yeah,
and then
so-
chomp the fish and
Swing through, try and
swing
race him
through.
out.
How much can you play a ballista for?
Well, I'd probably play it for 2 or 3 if I can. I can get it to 2, then crack the LEDs and then pump it.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's probably.
And then I'll be able to kill it without having the mentor, the Ballista die.
Yeah.
And so mental plan is gone now. Goodbye, Mentors.
That's really unfortunate.
Surgical Extraction, very good against this combo deck, but...
I mean, I have a very big feeling that this game is over.
well, not necessarily.
With the Savages being Pithing Needle and your Mentors being extracted surgically. And the fact that James just has a 3/2 flyer and... What's Gangler's stats?
5/5.
He's a 5/5, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a ground body, but...
It's not the worst. So a Ballista can help.
You have 2 turns, yeah.
And I'm drawing 4 cards next turn, so...
So you could definitely draw into a Ballista.
That Dark Confident can definitely just...
I was about to say,
though.
the Dark Confident can really...
The deck has a lot of 0 drops, and he's just taken out all of my 3 drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a few more 4 drops, and then that's pretty much it.
So here we go. I do them one at a time, so that you can show me 1 card in his hand.
Do we hit the same one twice, or do we get that good information?
We might hit the same card twice, but we don't know. So
Because he could have 2 Force of Will.
he could have 2 Force of Wills.
Yeah.
I do see the Force of Will twice. I'm pretty sure he just has the 1 in his hand.
Nice.
You just happen to pick
So I know he has 1 or 2 Force of Wills.
That would
That's
really...
some sly shuffling there, James.
That would really put me off, though. Seeing 2 Force, the same Force Will.
It's out of 3. The odds aren't bad.
No. And I'm pretty sure he has a Daze in his hand as well.
Oh,
Okay, that's nice.
Yep.
It's a nice Ballista.
That's what I need. Except I've seen the Force of Will. So I know, I can't... It's probably not going to resolve.
If only one of those caverns was a construct.
Yeah, if only. Oh,
but
well.
you're playing around other cards.
I was playing Cavern correctly. You play it on human. It's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably bait. I don't know.
It's also mana fixing for
Maybe.
humans.
No, it's pretty unlikely you're able to actually bait anything here.
No, I think I do try... I can't remember. I definitely play the bauble first. I guess it could be worth cracking the bauble again now and seeing if he has a blue card in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, you probably just have to assume, right? Like, you're only going to see one of the other cards, and if it just happens to not be a blue card, then it doesn't actually change the information you have.
Yeah, exactly.
It
does, because
so he's got,
I don't know if it's resolving or not.
So he's got 4 stays, young PC?
Yep, and this is definitely getting Force of Willed, because I'm doing it for 2 to try and kill his Delver.
Yeah.
Yeah, going
Understandably so.
Yep, and I think now I'm pretty much dead. Like, I can get 1 more turn.
Yeah.
Really, I should have just run out the Chalice on 1.
Well, you get...
But I didn't want to, because I'd be dead if I tapped the Ancient Tomb.
You also get 3 redraws next turn, right? So just jumping,
That was my thought. I thought, I can just get another Ballista. His Force of Will's gone. His Daze is gone.
Yeah, problem is if you hit anything
Except,
other than a 0 drop.
He rips this off the top.
So surgical.
Yeah, he rips the Surgicals off the top.
Oh, no.
So it's going to be goodbye Ballistas.
Yeah, okay. We'll just pack it up there.
Yeah, it's not great when all your win cons are gone.
Yeah, and you didn't. You mentioned you didn't board anything in to deal with the Pithing Needle, right?
No. Yeah.
It's a bit unfortunate, but I mean, I think you've got to come to expect Pithing Needle to be brought in against you.
It is a one-off.
Also, yeah, Mentor is such a strong plan against this deck that you can probably lean pretty hard on it.
And Grixis Delver, they don't really play many Pithing Needles on the side. It's like 1 or 2 at most, really.
Yeah, but I feel like with a lot of decks, it's that it's going to be probably especially with our meta, it's like Pithing Needles and Surgicals exist in our meta in almost like 80% of sideboards, I'd say.
Well, Surgical I wasn't really worried about because I figured I could get a Chalice down before that happened. I didn't think of Ancient Grudge, which is pretty tech. Or what was the other thing?
Extirpate?
Well, Extirpate, yeah, I guess. Same as Surgical, but something you can't respond to. But yeah, Null Rod was also another consideration.
Yeah.
Which also hoses me a little bit because you can't crack LEDs.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure. The deck definitely
and you can't shoot or pump Ballistas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of
Here's me seeing if I die. Nope.
Nope, not dead.
Too skillful.
Yeah, I think the deck has a lot of what's it called? Vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
But it seems to be also really quite resilient against some of the.
It is very resilient. It's a good deck.
Tier decks.
Yeah. So my out on the 3 was I could get swords.
Yeah.
And then last another turn.
So cast out, right?
All cast out, yeah.
What's the text on cast out again? It's a flash enchantment. Right?
Flash enchantment, exile until cast out leaves the battlefield.
Sure, it's like an
And
O-ring.
cycling for 1 white.
Right. Yeah, it's 4 mana
Yeah, 4 mana.
Yeah, it's an O-ring with cycling
and flash.
and flash. Flash is pretty relevant.
Quite relevant.
Being able to flash a, I don't know, like a
Marrow
Dark
Age.
Depth, a Marrow Age, yeah. Just being able to do that's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's like very little game against those decks. You're not playing any wastelands or anything, so
Being able to exile it without having them gain 20 life is also very good.
yeah, that's sweet.
I don't know, man. I've let my opponent gain like 60 life and still won the game.
Yeah, it's true. Just make them
been
deck
fine.
themselves, right?
It's
That's how you
been
win.
fine. It's a good thing we don't have James Lett around anymore with his stupid turbo depth.
Yeah.
Aw, we miss James
And we do miss James. We really do.
though. So in this game, I'm pretty sure I take out a swords, and I bring in 2 disenchants, and
Yeah, it seems like you have the ability to go way over the top.
Yeah.
But most of the time that involves mentor or just like being the stompy deck and putting a chalice into play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hoping he doesn't quite have the right hand to match up against yours.
Mm.
Full of 1-drops, that kind of thing.
I mean, a chalice opener here would be just. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
it's
fine.
what you want to do
Fine.
against
Yeah.
Grixis Silver.
Yeah.
Especially when
One
you're
drops.
finally on the play.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
on
being
the play is where
play
this
now.
deck definitely wants to be. It's
Oh,
Yep.
Okay, that's sweet.
Yeah, that's
double
fine.
chalice. So this was an iffy keep
So
yeah, because
because it has double chalice and nothing.
Yeah,
yeah, I guess it has double chalice and nothing, but
It has one
feel
piece of
like-
the combo.
chalice is pretty huge. Like
Yeah,
but chalice is big.
yeah.
So having double chalice, especially, I think
Yeah.
as well, really really helps you out here.
being able to play around his Ancient Grudge as well by having the backup chalice
Yeah.
is pretty good.
Yeah, his kind of best.
And I
way
think
is-
I drew another
Just draw
chalice.
another
So
chalice.
I'm triple
Okay.
chalice.
Sweet, you're fine. Like it's a winnable game.
I just need to play it on 5, right? Or
So-
7 for Tombstalker is 7 or is it?
No, he's going
Angler?
Angler, yeah.
Going Angler? 7, yeah.
Yeah, Tombstalker's 8.
Get him.
So you didn't play the bauble. Did you draw the bauble?
No, Bobble was in his opener.
Yeah, it was in my opener.
So you just
Oh,
in case
so-
you could mentor.
yeah.
yeah.
Basically, I knew I had a white source and I had Soul Land, so
Was that a force wheel on top there?
It looked like a force.
I think so. Yeah,
Okay, you did it in his end step. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
So you drew a petal and a
Ballista?
ballista.
yeah. So Ballista, it's pretty good for me. I can
Yeah.
put it on 1 or 2 at the moment.
Yeah.
2 for only taking 2 life is pretty good.
Yeah, and you've got the Cabin of Souls. So you're thinking of naming construct here, or
I think I still name human. I considered naming construct, but I figured, well, if it gets forced,
make him
whatever.
have force. He didn't force your chalice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he was gonna force anything, it probably would have been the chalice.
Yeah, unless he was like
Unless he'd
sitting on
drawn
the
it,
lands
yeah.
and the Ancient Grudge or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a force that was
So
something.
now I'm feeling
Which
pretty
we
well
just seen,
protected.
This is pretty nice. This is definitely like a good opener,
Yeah.
especially considering what the keep was.
And there's the fourth
Another
chalice.
chalice.
Sorry.
So I'm mono chalice apparently.
We're just running those out, or are you just pumping Ballista?
So here's me going, ugh. Head in hands.
Well,
Mono chalice, just beating with a 2/2.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a hand that didn't do much in terms of your combo, but it's a hand that did a lot in terms of
Exactly.
game.
interacting with
Yeah.
your opponent, yeah. Yeah, so like I like playing the second one because if he wants to deal with it next turn, he has to
Yeah,
Ancient Grudge
and that's
and
what I
then
did.
flash
Yeah.
back Ancient Grudge.
Yep.
And then he's got no mana. Like
That was my
can't-
plan as
can't
well.
cantrip. Okay, sweet. Yeah, he's sitting on a lot of 1-drops and make him force will it if he wants to. Probably won't because there's already one in play.
So really, if I really want,
Why does he get a worse dice out?
I know that was my fault. I thought the other dice was too small, but that one's just
It's
impossible
an
to read.
impeccably worse
So they're
dice.
both on 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
yeah. We can see that part.
Yeah.
Which is good.
And 2 more chalices in my hand. His hand is mono 1-drops and
Yeah.
Force of Will.
Yeah,
That's
and
really
counter spells.
unfortunate.
counter
Yeah,
spells
and
for free.
days. Yeah. It's my double triggers.
Trigger. Yeah.
Never forgetting those.
Nope. Well, it's hard to forget when there's 2 of them,
Yeah.
and when you have 2 more in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can start like pumping up that Ballista. That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Except, I think I just want to get rid of the Ancient Grudge plan.
Okay, I was about to just ask you if you think it's better to just shut off that Ancient Grudge entirely,
Yeah.
even while you have 2 chalices on board.
So
and
we play chalice
two in
on
hand.
2, and he just skips it up.
Scoops up, okay.
Yeah.
A tilt scoop.
0 outs, really, and the 4th one just for beats.
Yeah, just showing in that 4th one is like...
And James's
had
hand
it
of
all.
mono 1-drops.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. Also, Delver, Surgical, get
Yeah, so he had a decent hand if I didn't have the Chalice on one, or the second Chalice on one.
But I think, I mean, there's a... Coming from James's point of view, maybe, like, you should probably assume that the deck you're playing against that is a Chalice, that has a Chalice deck, it is a Chalice deck, is going to play the Chalices out.
Exactly.
Like, they're going to try and keep a hand with one Chalice at least through the sideboard games or whatever to just shut them down. So it's a pretty reasonable assumption to keep a hand that maybe doesn't have full of... But what else does he have, really?
He doesn't really have anything to get
Pyromancer?
rid of it other than the one of Ancient Grudge.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the only way to get, like, to deploy threats around it is Gurmag Angler, in which case he's got to start casting spells into the
Cast,
Chalice
yeah, as I
and
say,
lose
cast
them
into the
and
Chalice.
Well, that was
and try
my,
and,
yeah, or the same thing, but with Pyromancer getting tokens by casting the spells, and then the spells are
Yeah, so James brought in an Extirpate, 3 Surgicals, Pithing Needle, and an Ancient Grudge, and you brought in a bunch of Monk tokens.
Yeah, 2 Disenchants, 2 Swords cast out, and then took out 2 Bobs, 2 Infernal Tutors.
I like taking out the Infernal Tutors.
Yeah, against Force decks,
yeah.
I just snap take them out, because
Yeah.
cool, I
Well,
crack LED in response, cool,
yeah,
I force it,
sure.
no, I have nothing.
Yeah.
So it looks like he took out Spell Piercers, which is sweet, but I kind of like, I don't know, taking out some number of Force Wills or Dazes. They don't seem great against this deck, especially when you're playing 4 Caverns. Like,
I think maybe keeping some number of Force Wheels and taking the Dazes out should be a correct move. Like Nick,
especially on the draw.
Yeah, I think Nick plays Soul Lands but he plays like mana
Artifact
rocks,
mana,
you know. So he's probably always going to be able to pay for that daze.
And
for
even
most
still,
part.
yeah, it's just probably the weakest bit of counter magic he's got.
Yeah. No, definitely. It was a good match though. It was
Yeah,
good
it's
to see
pretty
the
sweet.
Bomberman
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
do what it
It's a good
does,
deck.
and then
It is a
also
sick
just
deck.
like play that Dudley sort of. I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's always good to get them.
Yeah.
stomp.
Alright, well, thanks guys for watching, and remember to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Legacy content.